and I see big black cock and big black dick.
Yo, it's your boy Fat Man. All right. I saw some shit on Facebook that had to do with Vince McMahon being a total fucking pervert. And if I can go back and I can find some shit, I'll drop them in the comments below. So, shout out to Omni once again for this video. We're talking about the Vince McMahon fuckery. And there's probably other videos out there that I'll talk about it, and I'll probably give my conversational pieces on it, because I've always heard Vince McMahon has been kind of a freak and kind of a doing some crazy shit behind the scenes. But let's get into it. Once again, this is your boy Fat Man. Shouts to Omni, and shouts to breaking this video down. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, be notified. Let's boogie on Oogie, if that makes any sense. Let's go.
Hi, Alex_ said Vince McMahon getting caught up in sex trafficking his girlfriend and implications that he used her to get Brock Lesnar to show up at a WrestleMania event. What do you...
Okay, that's kind of crazy.
You mean Vince McMahon, the guy himself, the dude who's been running the freaking wrestling event for years, decades now? This guy, he's getting packed?
Old man?
Are you serious? All right, guys, so there's a trigger warning here for sex trafficking here when it comes to Vince McMahon. Screenshots of Vince McMahon's messages from the new sex trafficking lawsuit. What?
Damn! Brock Lesnar was like, I'm suing, bitch! Nigga said, objection!
Oh boy. All right. Okay. All right. Again, another TW for you guys. What did Vince McMahon say in these text messages? I'll read it for you, or as much as I can, because I looked over for a split second over to the right, and I see big black cock and big black dick.
I'm sorry. I can't. That's crazy. That's crazy. God bless America. Nigga, what?
Oh my God. All right. Okay. I got to figure out how to. What is happening, bro? What did January do, dude? It reads, following the threesome on May 11, 2020, McMahon sent an explicit message to Miss Grant that further detailed his fantasies of seeing her engaged in sexual relations. So I got to censor this, but I'm going to read it probably, but I'm going to only read the ones that I can read, because, you know, YouTube, if I put a lot of this, if I put this whole thing on here, I might get like demonetized.
If I'll find it myself, and I'll drop it in the description below for y'all, so you can go read it, because I'm not reading it. Hell no.
Immediately. This was as May 11th, 2020, 4 years ago, and he said, I love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? It's also really weird. I might show some of it, right? But he uses capital letters, like a capital U and a capital B, and like capital random, just capital U's and capital B's. And the future is...
That's how you know you're a little old, when you're just using random capital shit for no reason.
Oof. Going to be so bad that you'll demand to be F twice a day and not just with blank in a three-way. Why not?
I can't. Nigga, I can't. This man's a freak. This nigga is a freak. He's a full type of freak shit. I can't.
Not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you...
Yo, what's going on? Yo, he said, watch you shake uncontrolled. Listen, I've been there in the bedroom, and you doing, you know what I'm saying? You working it, and you having fun. And, you know, she starts to climax, and you gonna you going in, and you know what I'm saying? And then she shake a little bit after she, climaxes, after you finish. And you imagine you didn't climax, but you climaxed it everywhere. Pause. I can't keep using the word climax, right?
Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them
Oh my God! It gets worse!
to have their way any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? 3 exclamation marks. Maybe I'll just line them up and... Bro, Vince McMahon, what was you doing? This man, Vince McMahon, was nasty. Oh,
man, nasty nigga.
He was nasty. This is nasty. It's nasty. So I can't read the rest. But just imagine like an old white dude, right? Just being nasty as hell, right? That's all it is. It's just nasty. Second lawsuit points that after the threesomes began, McMahon became more sadistic and his fantasies focused on control, such as choking, sensory deprivation, pain, humiliation, and group scenarios in which Miss Grant was to be physically overwhelmed and subservient. And it's just, this one's disgusting.
Yeah, I read some of those, and Mr. McMahon, it seems to be a fetish with him, right? So he's very controlling. He wants to be the dominant. He wants to dominate. Like, he wants to be dominant and dominate. He wants to be able to fetishly use the partner he's with and have other people use them and fuck them. He's very controlling and just like, he wants to use the person physically in any way he can. Which, don't get me wrong, that's a fetish, but you leave a paper trail like this? Nigga, what are you doing? What?
Because all I see here, without even reading the whole paragraph, like at three or four times, is big black dicks. That's all.
Yo, look, who says Mr. McMahon is not down with the black people? False.
Boy, what is Miss Grant suing for? Well, it said sex trafficking, so this can't be something that she was consenting to. So basically, Vince McMahon had this woman and was just using her, just literally just as a body, and the entire WWE was just using her and just passing her around to anyone and everyone, and for all of his sexual desires. Just that's quite literally what this is. That's absolutely disgusting.
Really? You talking? So she's like a sex doll? She was a human sex doll? She wasn't just like a girlfriend or somebody getting paid just to fuck. Nah, man, that's kind of weird. But also at the same time, damn, that's sex trafficking right there. Damn.
Another comment that I read here that might be important for you guys to know here. Devil's advocate, she knew what was happening, could have stopped responding or showing up if she ever wanted to. Doesn't seem like not only did she consent to it, but it was an active participant in which someone said, did you even read? She became the primary caretaker for her dying parents, and when they died, she lost the house to her parents' bankruptcy. A family friend sent Vince her info to see if he could find a job for her because she did not have that much experience. So she had nothing. And Vince was basically just using her as a...
But he was paying her. At some point, there was payment going through. But he saw somebody who was probably up for it, and he had to... There's no way you just say, yo, come here, you gonna be my sex bitch. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. She had to say yes to these things at some point. There had to be some type of, hey, you're going through hard times. I'm going to pay you, but I'm going to need you to sign said, maybe there's a contract, maybe there's not, or there's an undisclosed verbal contract. And he probably told her, you're going to have to be my little plaything. And there's going to be some type of payment. Now, that could have been something else on the table. But since she's going through all this physical, and basically she's a prostitute. Vince McMahon took this girl and made her into a prostitute, a whore, and she didn't want that. So that is some type of sex trafficking right there. Some sort of manipulation tactic, financial manipulation. He's verbally manipulating her. It's a lot of shit going back and forth. And she's also being used by not just him, by other people. So he's getting his kicks, but there has to be money going through or to somebody to pay this woman. She can't just be, she was hired by Vince McMahon, by the WWE roster at some point. So she wasn't just a random person.
Warm body. And clearly the power dynamic of somebody being Vince McMahon over somebody who has absolutely nothing being the scale of this big, there's no way that you in hell that you can try to put any kind of onus or blame on this person right here who has nothing and this man right here who has everything and just basically just using her as a puppet. Anyway, as of 2 days ago, Vince McMahon, who co-founded the modern WWE in 1982, has resigned from his role as TKO executive chairman and from his position on the TKO board of directors. He said in a statement provided on ESPN Friday.
Yeah, this is bad publicity. This is straight. This is not even bad publicity. This is destructive, career ending, and if nigga you did this, you probably going to jail publicity. Because you want to know why? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you why. This man has now just ruined his entire career, and now he's still the board of directors, the chairman, whatever the fuck, of TKO, WWE. Hell no. This man needs to be fired. He needs to resign, because if he doesn't, the publicity doesn't just be like, oh, Mr. McMahon, he was 78-year-old ass nigga was out here using this young woman's body as a prostitute as he was paying her, sexually getting assaulted across the entire WWE, and everybody knew about it? That sounds crazy. This motherfucker has to resign. Because if he stays up there and this publicity, then if this wasn't true, it didn't scare him, he wouldn't have resigned. But this destroys the entire WWE, the entire entertainment world. WWE used to be a very crazy, raunchy, wild place. Now, different.
In Friday night, McMahon, who's 78, so he was 74 when this was all happening, leaves the publicly traded company, which was formed when the UFC merged with WWE, following a lawsuit filed Thursday that accuses him of sexual misconduct. Apparently, Grant signed a non-disclosure agreement in 2022 in connection with an agreement from McMahon to pay her $3 million. So he tried.
She was paid.
Had to pay her, hush money. WWE started
$3 million. He tried to pay her $3 million. Grant signed a non-disclosure agreement in 2022. The conditions with a agreement from McMahon to pay her $3 million. Woo! $3 million? Now, see, a non-disclosure agreement should have happened a long time ago. Whenever she was brought aboard, and we don't know how long this has been going on. So there's time frames that need to add up. 3 million is crazy. If she would have got this 3 million before, she would have been shut. Telling you.
A board investigation that same year after it received an anonymous tip about their improper relationship. And then the lawsuit, Grant said McMahon paid $1 million but stopped making payments thereafter. She seeks to void the NDA along with receiving unspecified financial damages. So he didn't pay her the full $3 million.
Nigga paid her $1 million? You bitch.
God damn, I did not see that on the bingo for January.
I did. Weird shit from old nigga. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's continue this. You got anything to say?
Not even over. January is not over. I did not see Vince McMahon being a disgusting, filthy human.
We all seen it. I seen it. WWE said they seen it. It's crazy.
Being on the goddamn. But yeah, guys, that's Vince McMahon. That's the lawsuit that's currently happening with him and Ms. Grant, and him now, resigning as TKO, and now just being one another packed up old dude who's getting, exposed for doing heinous, terrible things to people. Yeah, you hate to see it happen, but hopefully justice is served.
Hopefully justice is served. But I got to give one thing to this whole situation, right? And let me give my input and be as respectable as possible, because I was laughing at the whole thing without realizing how detrimental this is to a woman's mental psyche. Whoever said what they had to say, whoever came forward, this anonymous person, it had to be one, WWE wrestler. It had to be two, someone close to Vince McMahon. Or it had to be three, anybody else in the WWE as close enough to Vince McMahon and close enough to the situation to tell somebody. If you think about it, Vince McMahon's old dirty ass has been doing this shit to this woman for years. And he only made $1 million payment and stopped making payments. Realize she's trying to avoid the NDA and sue this nigga for everything he probably has. And at this point, I don't know how the WWE is going to recover from this type of situation. Because listen, wrestling is real as it gets. They hurt themselves, they get injured, all that shit. These people don't have paid, like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no paid time off type of shit. They don't got much medical. These niggas hurt themselves for this art. I have to say this one thing. Vince McMahon has now stepped down. What's going to happen next? And do you think there will be justice served? Hopefully we'll see. We'll find out. This is your boy Fat Man. Shouts to Omni for breaking this down. Vince McMahon is a dirty motherfucker. We've always known that. There's old clips out there proving that he was a dirty motherfucker. This is your boy Fat Man. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, be notified for media. Remember to never give up, never surrender, keep on grinding. Peace. And I am out of here. Mr. McMahon, you're fired. You old dirty bastard. Fucking disgusting bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking dirty motherfucker. This old dirty dick nigga.
Shit.
Getting bit on drum.
When's the last one?
You little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill.
When's the last
Some of
one?
you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas falling like all them niggas. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous.
Yeah, man.
Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story, so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.